Oh, dude, this is going to be such a meme. This is going to be crazy. All right, hello?
Hello.
Okay, so, like, basically, right, I'm doing a thing where I've got... Can you see?
I can see loads of clothes.
I'm going to try and... Yeah, I'm a mess. I'm going to try and angle it towards... I mean, we were having audio issues, and sometimes you just got to, make a workaround. Right. Let's go after all this time. Hello, Rosie. How are you?
Hello. I'm great, brother. I'm good.
Damn, it's not...
I'm really excited.
My first question, it's not Sunday, but why Sunday? Why not Friday?
True. What do you mean, the song name or
Yes,
the release day?
the song name that you have coming out April 23rd.
Yeah, jeez. So I called it Sunday because I feel like, I don't know, to a lot of people, Sundays are really lovely days, and they, and it's like, Sunday morning, rain is pouring, like that kind of vibe. Some people love a good Sunday, but for me, Sundays are, they're the day before you start work, and they're depressing, and the kind of feeling that I wanted to evoke through the song Sunday is how a Sunday morning feels like to me. Like you wake up, you've got work the next day, you're not looking forward to it, and I feel like Sundays, especially in this country, they're always rainy as well. So yeah, Sundays is my least favourite day of the week, and so I feel like this song kind of evokes that energy.
That is completely fair, very extensive and very relatable. Perfect for a Sunday morning. Noted. The second thing is the instrumentation. Now, is this like a lot of your other stuff? And if not, what made you, approach it differently? How did you do it? What made you,
Yeah, so Sunday is actually quite different from like the stuff I've got on Spotify so far, but it's also my first debut release as like fully independent. Just worked with you to make the song, and it's really stripped back, and I really want to put more music out there that shows off more my voice and my writing, rather than fill it with unnecessary noise. So that's why I've kind of gone with a really stripped back version of singing, so that you can hear what I'm saying, so you can feel it, and it's actually quite it's kind of in theme to the other songs that I've got coming out in the rest of the year. So stay posted.
Wowee.
You'll be hearing more of my soulful vocals on their own.
Look at you jumping ahead while I plug a charger in. What have you been up to in the time that this has been waiting to release?
Goodness me, well, I had a couple more heartbreaks, of course I did.
Oh, honey.
Had a couple more life crises.
Oh, darling.
I know, stress, mate. I know.
Impossible.
But at the end of the day, I'm out here straight vibing.
We love it.
And I've been able to use all of those experiences and write a full EP. So I've actually got quite a few tracks coming. I've got about 5 tracks, Sunday included. I've got 5 tracks ready for my final project, which is coming towards the middle of the year, towards the end of the year, even though this year's going bare quick already.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, I did not expect that announcement. Damn, that is flipping hype.
I've been working on some different kind of music. A lot more of it kind of shows off the neo-soul aspect of my voice and my songwriting as well, because obviously that's like something that's really important to me. When I write my lyrics, I write from a place of, actual experience and pain, but I also want to heal through them. So this whole, getting Sunday together really inspired me to want to create a whole project and a whole EP. So yeah, that's what's coming.
So what about live stuff? Because I know you gig a lot. I am definitely out of the gigging scene, but where have you been playing? You going to play anywhere? How's it going?
Yeah, actually I've got a gig coming up at the end of June, supporting an artist called Marianne Lee, who's dropping a single, and she's asked me to support her for that gig, which is really cool. I've got another gig coming this Friday, 21st of April, at the Two Bridges in London Bridge.
Nice.
I'm also performing at Whitehall Street Festival, which is a community festival in Old Street on the 15th of July, my birthday. So yeah, I've got quite a few things lined up, and obviously I'm really excited to put more. The more I release music, the more gigs will come. So fingers crossed it all goes well.
Completely random question here, as I have been releasing shorts of the video game variety. Rosie, do you play video games?
I don't play video games, but I have been interested in video games before. especially when I was forced to watch them with exes. But
you see. Now let's just take a minute to hate on men here, all right? For ruining things for other people. Oh.
You know what though? If I do play video games, then I do prefer the video games with storylines.
I respect that.
And quests and something that has like a kind of meaning and a story to it. Maybe that's something to do with like the fact that I really like songwriting and like I like writing from experience and I like writing stories.
She nailed it. She's on it. She's on top of it. She's so on top of it. A big reason why I love video games so much, and I think the two for me go so hand in hand together, is because on top of video games having great soundtracks a lot of the time, you need a good story, and it's the same for music. Any kind of piece of music that doesn't have a kind of storyline or a parable or like a teaching somewhere, it doesn't even have to be in the lyrics, it can be in the instrumental, it can be through the movement of it, but implementing that into whatever piece of art you're making is essential, and I find music and video games to do it best.
I totally agree. I feel like music nowadays, the ones that hit me the most, and video games and films, you know, and media, I feel like the ones that hit me the most are definitely the ones that I can personally relate to, even if they're talking about, you know, something to do with like an ex-partner. Maybe I can make it relate to something to do with a family member, you know, and I think that's what the magic is in music and film and games, and especially, oh my god, video game soundtracks. Oh my god,
that's it.
Some of them really, really great.
They do indeed. Have you got any questions for me?
Yeah, I do. I mean, how is because, you know, when we met through a friend of a friend, and so we've got this great connection now, we've got this great song. What was your kind of first reaction when you had heard me sing in your studio? I mean, I've got actually a little recording of when I was sitting at the mic, and I posted it on my Instagram actually as part of my Instagram, and there's a section where I hit a really nice note, and you can hear Sasha in the background going, oh, yeah. So what was your reaction, you know, when I first came to you and you got that instrumental ready, and we wrote that song literally in a day, really.
Yeah, didn't take long. The best way to put this right is Rosie is a perfect example of why I persist in doing what I do, because you have such skill and such talent, and you should be so much further than you are. And I think that is simply because of a lack of opportunity given to you, like a lot of us musicians out here. So if I have the opportunity to provide that to someone who needs it, goddamn I will.
That's lovely.
Simple as that. Like, you're incredible. I don't know what to say. Like, you'll hear the track, you'll be like, what? Like, yeah, like, you're on the come up. You're on the come up. It is what it is.
Oh, thank you, Sasha. Cheers, man. And yeah, what do you think about the cover art as well? I mean, my friend Blaze took photos for the photo shoot for Sunday, and obviously I've got the eyes and the red on there. What do you think about that?
It's really cool. I can actually flip it up there. It's very colourful, but obviously like it's got the one colour of red to it, but I like that standing out, the black and white with the eyes. It looks like the cutout of a newspaper. Yeah. Which is like a Sunday morning newspaper, like, you know, it's got a whole vibe, you know. It's very, very artistic, very minimally artistic. I'm a big fan.
Thank you. And I mean, for you, like literally guys, Sasha came up with these 4 beautiful chords and we were able to create a masterpiece over it. You know, Sasha, how do you, when you're doing your music, how do you know what you're going to play, or how do you know what you want to play?
Okay, so I'll tell you the short funny version, right? Basically, when I was like 4, my parents were like, you should play piano because it's good for you, right? And then I got to like grade 3 and it got to the hard parts and I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. And then my piano teacher was like, don't be weak, you're better than this, you can do better. And I was like, okay. And then I got a distinction. It's the only distinction I've ever gotten.
Oh mate, if I was a teacher, I'd give you distinction all day, every day, man.
And I really appreciate that, and that is what keeps me going. But essentially, to actually answer your question, because I've been doing it for so long, it really does just come to me. Like, because I'm not so much a songwriter in the sense of I'm going to write songs and release them like all the time, because it's like such an in-depth thing that is so deeply woven into my existence itself. You write a song, you know? I feel a vibe that totally needs those chords, that needs that key, that needs those strings, or, you know, that bass, or so, you know? So yeah, it just happens.
Yeah, and I mean, big shout out to Luke as as well, Luke Amatruda.
We have to give him love. We have to give him love. He did
to give him love.
a lovely
Not full
bit.
credits, but
Not full credits. Don't get gassed. Don't get gassed.
don't get gas, Luke.
He has music coming, or at least he should. He has a. He should. I'm grilling him, but there is a lovely little keys part on the outro that we just happened to give to him, and he ran with it. He did very well with it. It's a very nice way to round off the song. So.
Yeah, I mean, Sasha, from my point of view, Sunday wouldn't be what it was without you, mate, and without you facilitating. I mean, we literally was in the studio maybe 3 times, and we were able to complete the whole track. So I just want to say thanks so much, from the bottom of my heart, because this being my debut is really, really special to me, and the fact that you're a part of it, mate, I couldn't have asked anyone better to work with.
That's a credential. Thank you so much, Rosie. I hope we do amazing things in the future as well.
We will. Watch this space, brothers.
Watch the space.